Give me the player who changed your mind the most so far in these pro days.
Well, who changed my mind the most, or probably who I felt, wow. As a player, I mean, as a person, the guy who I kind of like really liked, and I had no real exposure to him beforehand. You hear different things, you read different things, but I came away with really liking was Caleb Williams. When I talked to him out at SC, he's very committed to the craft. He's got a great group of people that he's working with right now in terms of arm health, improving his throwing mechanics. A guy who wants to be great. He really does break down his game to the minute detail. And I really liked his professionalism rather and like the way in which he's trying to take his game to another level.
But why have people kind of had a smear campaign against him?
I have no idea. It's ridiculous, to be quite honest. It's, once things kind of get going, Dan, they just kind of take on a life of their own. And I went in there, quite honestly, very neutral on who he was as a person and came away very impressed and rooting for the kid. I mean, because he's a fantastic talent. I think the guy who surprised me in terms of just how much raw power he really does have is Drake Maye. I mean, the ball, I mean, it is an absolute rocket launcher now. I mean, that ball is cutting through the air with like a ferocity when he throws it. And now he has to harness all that. He has to make sure that he's able to repeat the good stuff and eliminate the bad stuff. And he understands that. And he knows that he's going to continue to work at that. But he had some throws that just made your jaw drop. I think the guy who I was so impressed with on tape and it just kind of really confirmed what I saw on tape, what I had heard about him before, because I have some people who know Jayden Daniels. And I think interviewing him, talking to him on TV, watching him interact with Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas Jr., and talking to Coach Kelly I just came away going, yep, that's the guy for me.
But how close is 1 and 2? How close is Caleb Williams and Jayden Daniels?
It's super close. It's really about a matter of preference. It's almost going to come down to almost what everything comes down to in the NFL when you have guys who are this closely matched, although they're much different players and much different body types. Is this going to come down to personal preference? Like literally, if when you're interviewing them and you're talking to them and they're looking you in the face and you're kind of going through personal stuff, football stuff, them giving you background on them, you giving them background on you, whether or not you just feel like, okay, you know what? This is my guy. It's really what it's going to come down to, because I could pick apart all three of these guys and make you hate all three, or I could find enough stuff where you're going, all three of these guys are going to be Hall of Famers. That's what's so cool about this draft and what makes it so intriguing at the same time.